How many of us are good listeners? That's kind of a difficult task. Sometimes we fidget, yawn, look out a window when we get bored. But what does it take to be a good listener? We have to have good eye contact. People like it when we look at them and know that they're there. And nod sometimes in agreement, to let you know that, yeah, what you're saying is of value. Well, the title today is called, Are You Listening? And sometimes we wonder if God, are you listening when we pray? We must be open to the heart, to the Spirit's influence. God's blessing cannot be received if we have iniquity in our hearts. The Lord will not hear us, but the prayer of the deeply repentant soul is always accepted. And when wrongs are righted, we believe that God will answer our petitions, not on our own merit, but the worthiness of Christ that will save us. And it was through his blood that on the cross that cleansed us. And yet we still need to work in complying with the acceptance. Faith is that he cometh to God, must believe that he is, and is a rewarder of diligently seeking him. And in Hebrews 11:6, it says, But without faith is it impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And also in Mark 11:24. It says, Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire, when ye pray, believe that you receive them, and ye shall have them. Our assurance is unlimited, and he is faithful who has promised. We are to believe that the Lord hears and answers our prayers. Sometimes we ask for things that aren't a blessing to us, but the Lord loves us so much. The Lord gives us what he knows is best for us. When we pray, our answers, we cling to the promise, answering what will come and receive the blessing. But to claim when we pray and always believe God's going to answer it the way we are, that we want it the way, is presumptuous. But at the same time, God is too good to withhold anything from us if we walk in his way. Trust in the Lord even if you don't see an immediate response to prayer. It's just like that promise, ask and it shall be given to you. If we take that advice, our fears will be relieved. If we try to solve everything on our own, our worries are deepened. When we are humble and in faith, he makes known to our wants to him. He will attend to our cries, and our light will shine in our hearts. Through sincere prayer, we are brought into connection with Jesus. When we may not feel like his visible touch, but his hand is in love and tenderness. We should always have a spirit of love and forgiveness in our hearts. When we expect prayers to be heard, we must forgive others. and to the same extent we hope to be forgiven. And one of the best ways is perseverance in prayer. Just don't give up on prayer. Perseverance, we will always receive. We must pray always. And what happens when we pray always? We'll grow in faith. Pray in an instant and continually. And watch with thanksgiving. Because in Colossians 4:2 it says, continue in prayer and watch in the same with thanksgiving. Also be sober and watch in prayer. And Philippians 4:6 says, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God. Unceasing prayer is the unbroken bond with God. And that's what happened with the Lord while he was here on earth. Every time he had a need, he always prayed to his Father. And what happened? It was answered. His Father was there. Just in even his last words. And even in these last hours when he prayed in Gethsemane, he prayed for his Father. And in Luke 24:46, in his last minutes, he looked to the Father. Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. And that's what we should do, daily prayer. It's a constant connection with the Lord through daily Bible study and through daily prayer. That connection, that relationship will grow stronger and stronger for whatever we ask the Lord, whatever we need. That connection will be there. It's the relationship we build with Christ. And that's the relationship Christ wants us to build, because when he died on that cross, he gave it all for us, his life.